Okay guys, welcome to yet another part of the Rayman speedrun tutorial for PlayStation 1. We just beat the Hard Rocks. We are on to the final level of Blue Mountain, which is Mr. Stone's Peaks, and this is the final level we do before we go back and collect every single cage that we have missed so far. So this is the final level before we do that. And we're going to do that afterwards because we get the final ability of running. This will probably be my longest part yet, I think. If not, Bongo Hills might be a bit longer. But anyway, it should be over 10 minutes. It'll be a long part. There's a lot to explain. Let's just get into it, and I'll see if I can remember to explain everything. Obviously, if I don't, I'll put it in the annotations. So straight away, this guy needs his guitar, which is in the boulder. So we're just going to jump punch, break all this stuff. Stand about here so the potion lands straight on us. And this potion will give us infinite flutter, or infinite helicopter hair. Just by pressing X. Let's save right here. This screen is quite awkward. There's not really much to say. It's just like doing the optimal route. You can watch loads of videos from runs to see where people go. You can weave through here. What I should say is the fastest movement Rayman has is when he's moving up and right. So like that. That's where he'll pick up speed. Up and left, you won't really see him going to the left much. But up right is where he'll pick up loads of speed. So you might want to dip and then keep going up right, if that makes sense. So you can just weave through these anti-tunes. Be careful not to land on one of the platforms. Oops. See, I got hit there. Doesn't really matter if you get hit, because you can land straight on this P, which I highly recommend getting. You can punch to drop yourself fast. Let's go up here. Get this checkpoint if you want to. So now that we're here, we can walk all the way up to the cage if you want to, but what we can do is... Right, I'll save here. I'll show you what you do. Jump punch, and that breaks the cage. As we're using our invincibility frames, mash right here, and you can go straight through. If you do it any later, I'll show me stuttering for a bit. So I stutter, then I walk. Oh, actually, that went okay. If you don't do it fast enough, and you run out of invincibility frames, you might have to jump to give yourself a nice bit of leeway. Jump punch will push you this way, and then you can just mash jump to get through there. I do recommend doing that. It's not very difficult, as long as you mash. Pick up that if you need to. Just weave your way through. You might need to practice this level a lot, because no one is like a perfectionist at this level. No one's ridiculously good at this level. It just takes a lot of practice. Fall down here. Jump punch. So there is an extra bit of health up here, which is nice in case you need it. Go above. See if I can make this cycle. Oh, no, I clipped the top. As long as you don't get like caught in a mess, because it's easy to just get hit once and then you can't make it back and just get hit multiple times. Just watch videos, see if you can copy it, and just practice, really. Just practice that screen. So now we're going to go where this rope is sort of breaking, because we're using our hair to cut it. Dodge these guys. And then break it. The water doesn't drop any faster, well, not that we know of, if you're all the way up here. I just like doing that. I didn't recommend it. This water doesn't actually kill you, it just looks dangerous. So you can move around the whole screen. Fall at the first time you can. Go all the way up here. Fall down and press punch. Obviously press punch before you hit the floor, because that's where you get the double power. Because punching in midair gives you double power. Okay, so this is the water scroller, we like to call it. I don't like this screen at all. There are no checkpoints. So right here, obviously if you get hit, you get pushed the opposite direction to the way you're facing. So if we jump right now, we'll get pushed to the right, and we'll get pushed straight through here. Costs us 1 bit of health, but it saves a bit of time. Obviously, you don't have to do that. Work your way through. Anti-tune coming up. Then we're going to go to the left. A little bit of health there if you want it. Go up here. Now you have to be on the cage platform to spawn the next platforms. So you have to move over the platform to spawn the other platforms. You can hover straight onto the top one. And you can do the same as you did in the beginning, look to the left and jump. Another anti-tune. But you can actually land straight on this cloud. I will say that cloud I just landed on, if it's at the apex, the very top of its, you see how it sort of wobbles, it goes up and down? If it's at the very top of that, like, cycle, you might not be able to reach the cloud with your jump. So I do recommend killing the anti-tune anyway, just to be safe. Because that would suck if you die to that. So now there's going to be a golem here. He's going to break one of his rocks. Now right now I'm going to save state here, because we can jump, see that cloud in the top right? We can jump straight to that. If we jump at the very last moment and hover, we can jump straight to that. But you can just wait for that to spawn if you want to. I do recommend doing that, because if you miss it like this, you die, and you end up right at the beginning, which wastes minutes. So I do recommend waiting for the first one to spawn, if your times aren't very good. Jump instant. Okay, this guy right here, if you jump him wrong, he won't move forward, he'll actually move backwards. Luckily he's being nice to me today, he's moving forwards. The way I make sure he does, I jump and go to the right at the very first moment, and just before I land I'll punch, like that. Oh great, he moves backwards. Now I hold right for the entire time. Just keep holding right and then punch, and then you can jump straight over him. Jump, punch, and jump straight over. Works every time. The first time it didn't work because I wasn't holding right. You can grab that if you want to, or you can just go to each one. So this snow has ice physics. You can do a nice fist boost here. I use the background. You see that little black thing in the background that I'm in line with right now? I use the very right hand side of it, so here, to know when I turn left, because I'm going to fist boost. I'll move across here, turn left, hold, punch, and let go just before the end of the slope. So let's show you that again. Let's say I was moving from here, turn right, and like that. You can get much more speed depending on your fist. Fall down. Go up these. From here, jump, jump, jump. Now, you can do a fist boost here again. That was bad. Yeah, okay. Okay, we don't want to jump for the first one. Jump now to get that P, and then just go straight through. Not really much to say. You just watch loads of videos if you want to see really optimized. Not much to it. Fall down here. Jump punch. You can actually, if you hold jump still, you can land straight on this cloud again. And now we're here. Now these are the lava balls. These lava balls suck. There are multiple things you can do. If you're a beginner, I advise just going from ball to ball like this. Remember, if you're moving as you land on a slippery surface, you will slide like that. If you're not moving before you land, you won't move anywhere. So if you just be careful, you can go from platform to platform, like that. There are optimized strats. I am not too good at the ones that a couple of other people do. But it requires stuff like that, where you can just like keep moving. There is also damage boost strats. Sorry, there's like fist boost strats like that. But for beginners, I recommend just doing it slowly. Falling down this second hole. Punch this cage. Make sure you're far enough to the left that you spawn the enemies, because that spawns this platform. Punch this. You can hold up or down, so you can get a little bit more distance from that glide. Right here, jump from platform to platform. You don't need to go on the anti-tune platform, you can just jump from each ledge. If you time this right, you can hit the anti-tune like that, as you're jumping onto it. Or you can, if you want to be safe, you can just like punch there and then move on to it. And if he's right in front of you, if you move to the left at the right timing, he will actually keep you on there like that. He'll sort of push you on there really fast. I can see if I'll get the optimal movement for the entire thing. I don't think my cycles. Yeah, there you go. That's what we want. Obviously, you can just punch and kill him if you want to be safe. So if you turn to the left, you can do another fist boost. Saves a tiny bit of time. Punch this to grab the life before you enter. And there you go. I hope I explained that all well enough, because this is quite an awkward screen. The whole level's quite awkward to explain, really. We're now on the Mr. Stone fight. Just for some background, just over a year ago, the Mr. Stone fight was the most boring fight in the entire game. It took minutes to beat, around 4.5 minutes to beat the entire fight. It'd just be really boring, you'd do it the normal way. Now, with loads of development on the fight, new strats, you can beat him in around just over a minute. Saves a hell of a lot of time. I'll explain it as best as I can. This is the strat that I do. There are different ways to do it, but this is the route that I take in order to kill him fast. So, jump on this, punch the head, fall down. I deliberately get hit by him, duck underneath. I dodge the one that he makes fall here, and then punch this, punch the head as it's moving along. Now, you can jump at the very last second, hover in the air, and you can punch the top of the rock. I'll make a save state here. You can punch the top of the rock. You have just a small time frame to hit that rock. It all depends on the bounces you get. See that? Just did it. So just before he breaks it, hover, and then you can punch it. See, now what I'm going to do, he's going to make a rock fall from the air. I'm going to jump into the rock, and that's going to put me on top of it. Then I can jump again and punch the head. So, a duck under that, jump into the rock, and then punch. You get the timing of when the rock will fall. So duck, jump into the rock, jump off it, and then press punch. And then he's gonna have another one in his hand, punch, and then grab the P. Do the exact same thing I showed before. There you go. So now he's only got 2 hits left, and already you've cut minutes off of the fight. So now I stand to the right of this beacon, right here. This bit's kind of tough. This might take a bit of practice. He's going to throw them horizontally. Picks this up. And that's what's... Alright, I'll just show you what's going to happen first. Because I was going to explain, but then I thought I should just show it. That's how it's going to go. So I can stand here. The ball, he's going to throw it, bounces once, twice, and once it bounces twice, just as it goes past me, I will jump. So you can, once it bounces twice, you'll see I'll jump. Once, twice, jump. I land straight on it, I jump again, I hover, and I punch. Just look at my inputs. Not much to it. And then he'll go to the other side. He'll shoot lasers once more. See, I can, if I face the way, if I'm on the opposite side of the thing in the middle, as I'm hitting it towards him, that might cause him to lengthen the fight. He might have more hits that he wants to do. But because I'm on the final hit, it doesn't matter which side I'm facing. So obviously facing the opposite side to him is faster because it goes straight onto his head. But I don't advise doing that for any other parts of the fight. So now I'm going to stand the opposite side of the middle thing. Crouch, another vertical one, jump, jump again, and punch. If you want any more explanation on that fight, feel free to let me know. There's a lot to take in. The current world record holder, as of this video, Texterra, he has a slightly different route on that fight, but I'm pretty sure they're roughly the same amount of time. I don't think any of them are slower than the other. That's just the route that I take. So there are loads of different tricks there, just precise timing of jumps, damage boosting into rocks, and you have to have really good health management there as well, because you need to have a certain amount of health in order to do the damage boosts onto the rocks. So yeah, just let me know if you have any questions about that. So now we have the run ability, just by holding circle. Just tapping circle makes him run. Just jump over, hover, and that's it. That's the level. So now we are going to go through all of the past levels to collect all the cages. And I will put all of those collections in one video, in one big video, because I don't feel like they should have their own videos on their own, because a lot of them are 30 seconds long. So if you have any questions, let me know. This is where the run gets tough. Like, this is where the run gets pretty difficult. So I hope you guys are still wanting to run this game. It's a really good game, I really recommend it. I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye bye.